Alright, I've pulled out my 1967 Yamaha YR1. Well, one of them. Got a couple more back there. One thing I've noticed when riding this bike is that the clutch is very stiff. It's obviously a little difficult to show on camera, but yeah, there's some resistance when I go to pull the cable, and it's even to the point where sometimes it'll pull to like this far, and I can't quite get that extra little bit. So I bought this little cable lubricator tool, and I heard that there's an old school way of doing it without that, but that tool makes it a little more convenient. So we're gonna try to remove the cable from the front here, attach that, and then use the nozzle of a little lubricant. I got this blaster chain and cable lubricant. If you use something like this, be careful. Make sure that you don't have any like Teflon inside your cable. So if I wanted to lubricate a modern cable, you have to research, make sure that if you're going to use something like that lubricant, that you don't have Teflon inside your cable, because that'll degrade with common like everyday chain lube, and that could gum things up in the cable, making your situation even worse. But the lubricant that I have should be good with this. I don't know specifically, but I think this is like a nylon outer sheath, and then it's just a steel cable on the inside. So it's literally just like dirt and grime getting in there, probably rust on the cable itself, since this is a 1967 that's causing this to be so stiff. I'm hoping it's nothing like internal in the clutch, but I'm pretty sure it's just a cable issue. So from what I've heard, we just have to make sure these line up here, line up with that gap, and then I should be able to pull this far enough to remove the cable that way. If that doesn't work, I watched a video of someone who like pulled this and then like let go and kind of like slingshot at the end of it. Anyway, we'll try that out. This is my first time removing a cable. Not totally an expert, but I'm sharing what I'm learning as I go here. But yeah, let's get that done. We got the fireman wee woos going, and a lot of birds. Hopefully you guys don't mind the birds. But yeah, we'll try to get this lined up. Let's see if that's just good enough. There you go. That little trick worked. Huh. Who'd have thunk it? So, yeah, and then on the bottom there's a little, I think they call it a barrel. That'll come straight down. Well, that wasn't so bad. Now this will be easy to fix up, hopefully. Alright, so I guess I'll show you how this works. These little twisty guys, little screw things, they just tighten down this little thing. So I literally just took my cable, I set it down inside. One side is more closed off than the other side. I'll let you know later if I think I got the right side on the right side, or if I have it backwards. But you tighten both sides down here. Let me see. Tighten both sides down. Might have to do one side, the other side, and then go back to the first. But this is basically just a tool that tries to prevent this lubricant from going everywhere. So there's a hole up top here, and I put this right on there. It'll allow this lubricant to go inside, and hopefully if I have this tightened down real well, then there should only be a little bit leaking out here, and the majority of the lubricant should go inside the cable and down into the tube. So I guess maybe I should hold this up higher. That would make a lot of sense, considering gravity and whatnot. The other videos I've watched have said that it's not going to be absolutely perfect, and some lubricant will spray everywhere. So, got a trusty little rag here, a couple of rags. And I'm just going to try to do my best not to make a huge mess everywhere. But let's find out. Oh, yeah, this has a little safety switch there. Guess I can do less. I don't really need a ton. Maybe. Yeah. So you might be tempted to use WD-40 for this, but I've heard that WD-40 is not a great choice for these cables, especially with newer ones. Um, but I guess it's not great for like the sheaths that go around the steel cables. I read not to use WD-40, so I'm not using it. All right, I think that should be plenty. I mean, I don't know how much lubricant I need in there, but a little bit's probably better than none. Actually, I might hold this up a little higher and try it just a little more. Seems like it's just coming right out when I'm putting it in, so I'm going to take this off of the cable here, and I'm going to try to clean the inside of that a little bit, and then I'm going to put it back on the bike and we'll see how it feels. So, I mean, I would consider this type of job like super easy. It's not rocket science, but if you don't know anyone to teach you these things, the only real place to get great information, well, you could read books, but I've been enjoying having YouTube as a resource. Hopefully some of you guys enjoy learning from my videos. Turning the favor a little bit. All right. All right, that wasn't too bad. Let me just twist that little thing there. Just gonna set this back in a different position so it doesn't so the cable can't come out. Still kind of stiff. Maybe I'll take it for a spin here in a minute and see how it feels. And if it's anything like the time that I cleaned out the window tracks on my Miata, it might feel a little bit better tomorrow after you let it sit and let all the gunk kind of decompose with the lubricant. Alright, my test run was a victory lap. It definitely feels a lot better than it did. It's still not perfect, but I can tell that it's better. And I'm hoping that, like I said, over time it should kind of clear out a little bit. And if I have to do the same thing again, you saw it was super easy. So yeah, pretty happy with that.